Is it just me, or is it really the biggest lie that money doesn't bring happiness? As you may know, the concept of money has been with us for a very long time. However, at the beginning people didn't use this paper that we use nowadays. But what did they use then? Salt, spices, and mostly cattle.
Meow.
But cattle were also considered a form of wealth and were used for trade and as a measure of value. But 3 items are not really enough for trading. So people also used shells, feathers, fur, metal, and many different things that you can't even imagine. But this kind of trading system had its own disadvantages. Just imagine you go shopping, you pick up the items you want to buy, you are about to pay, and the cashier asks you sarcastically, "Cash? We don't accept cash." Maybe you have a can of tuna? No? So as you can see, the earliest form of trading system was not perfect. And that's why in Lydia, which is now part of Turkey, the Lydians came up with a revolutionary idea. Coin. Gentlemen? Gentlemen coin. The Lydians created the world's first standardized metal coin, which was made from a mixture of gold and silver. And you may not believe, but all these things happened in the 7th century before Common Era. Plus, later many other societies followed them. And this idea made people's life much simpler, as they didn't have to carry their cattle, shells, fur and feathers whenever they wanted to buy anything. But one problem still remains. Imagine you wake up as an average person 2700 BC and thinking of the following. I think I should buy a Ferrari. How can a cat live without a Ferrari? But let's be real, everyone knows Ferrari was not invented until 1947, so let's stick to reality. Let's say you want to buy a Tiger One tank, the absolute beast. I mean, just look at it. It's like a metal giant on tracks, ready to dominate the massive 88mm gun can blast through anything. And the best thing all of it. It would only cost $1,282,051. But carrying $1.2 million could be a bit problematic. Just FYI, if it were stacked on $100 bills, it would be around 140 centimeters high. And carrying that much money would definitely not fit in your pocket. So that's when the big brain idea was born. Bro, I see you carry like this 17 kilograms of gold. Do you by any chance want to trade this paper, which is apparently worth nothing? Yeah, why not? And in short, this is how the banking system was invented, and it's all good. But how is the value of money decided? You might ask. Fast forward to today, you walk next to a Starbucks and don't really understand how a cafe latte can cost nearly $5. And despite the price, you can find millions of people there, while in some other countries, people live on $2 a month. But is it a problem? And if yes, whose fault is it? I would say nobody's. But everybody's.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
But how is it possible? Well, the value of money is determined by various factors in our economic system. If the demand for a product is high relative to the supply, the value of the product tends to rise and vice versa. Or in other words, if you want to buy a Tiger One tank which has the most excellent engineering across the tank world, you definitely need to pay more than for a cafe. And it's not only because people are less interested in tanks than in cafe. God damn it. And because literally everyone can make coffee, but it's because of the cost of production. As for a cup of coffee, you may not need 56 tons of steel. But for a
Panzerkampfwagen sexto tigeraus furum.
You need 56 tons of steel. But demand and supply and the cost of production are just a few factors which determine the value of money. And you may not know, but sellers also fight for you by reducing their price compared to their competitor. You have $1? Nice. You have $10? Give it to me. You have $3,499? Oh my god. Well, of course, their goal is to spend as much money as you physically can, no matter how. But surprisingly, not only the sellers fight for you, but the government as well. If the government reduces the tax for a product, the price of that product will most probably decrease. But why does everyone want you to spend your money? First, they want to be rich. Second, if you don't spend your money, it will continuously lose its value because of inflation. And not just your money, but everyone's money will be devalued. Although these points don't explain why the fuck Balenciaga sells a whole scram for $650. And do you know what else is not clear? Bread or diamond worth more?